What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back. I know I put a post up on Instagram that said, "Bitch, I wasn't finna do Empire." But let me tell y'all what happened because I had said that I wasn't gonna do Empire. But here's the thing. I said that if I do come back, if you go back and look at my previous reviews for Empire the last season, I said if I do come back, it has to be, it's not gonna be a full out review. Like I'm not finna I don't know, but I put that post up there and fucking Lee Daniels commented on the post talking about some, nah, he back and it's gonna be fire or whatever. He back this season to turn the heat up and all this shit. So I'm like, so you mean to tell me you wasn't there doing nothing on the last two seasons? Because I don't know what the fuck happened in the last two seasons that, shit went awry, okay? But I was like, so what you saying is I should still review it? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, and that's the only reason why y'all got this. So thank him because I'm definitely doing stars. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm adding stars to the repertoire, but I'm not, going all out for Empire, but I'm still going to do it for y'all. Okay. And plus, it was a whole bunch of y'all that was in y'all feelings that was like, bitch, you better do Empire. And I was like, damn, I didn't even know y'all was still liking Empire like that. But okay, I like to please my audience. So there you go. Empire season, what is this? This is season 5, episode 1, Steal from the Thief. Okay. So it starts off with Lucius over this casket and be like, who the fuck is this? And then it goes off and next thing you know, it's going back 6 months later because the show actually starts, you know, 2 years after he got Empire taken away from him. Eddie came in, did all this crooked shit, took Empire away from him, and they thought they had him, but they really didn't. Okay. Now at the end of the last episode of the last season, we saw that Hakeem, Blake, and Tiana with the baby, they was trying to get in the car, and we saw Blake racist ass daddy come out there with a shotgun, and we heard a couple of shots let off, and we didn't know who got shot. But couldn't find out it was Hakeem and he got shot. And also Blake got shot in the leg. Blake also took the gun and shot his daddy and probably killed him. But from Hakeem's injury, he got shot in the chest or probably in the lower chest, right, or right in the stomach or somewhere where his lower part of his lung probably was because he had half his lung taken out on one of his sides where he got shot at. And so we see the physical therapist come in there and basically, and to be quite honest, I hate when they do the jump. I like stuff going into, in order, but they do that little 2 year jump or whatever. I mean, at least it wasn't a big jump. Like when they go 5 years in the head, I'm like, what? Why did you go from but anyway, so he has to learn. He was going through physical therapy. The doctor, the nurse trying to teach him how to, do his little breathing treatment to breathe in and to breathe out or whatever, take deep breaths in because he had to learn to breathe differently since he's only working with a lung and a half. And he's getting upset. Tiana comes down there trying to, get him to abide by what she was saying, and she wants him basically to get this shit together because it's these award show coming up, and they had a song that was done called Ibiza that was basically their last real hit, especially on Empire. And ever since he got shot or whatever, basically everybody's still locked into the deal with Empire except for Cookie and Lucius. Okay, and she wants to get out there and perform and stuff. And her thing is she trying to get back in Eddie's good graces because, oh shit, Tiana was pregnant. Okay, I can't remember if they put that out there last season, but Tiana was pregnant. They got a little baby boy named Prince, and also she's stepmama to Bella. Cause Anika is dead. And so he at first didn't want to do nothing and was like, why are you so concerned about this and all this shit, whatever. But then, of course, he gonna give in because she's like, I need to be back there on stage. I need to show that I'm a superstar and all this stuff. Okay, girl. Um, Back at Cookie and Lucius' house, we see Lucius. He's sitting down there, looking at old footage from when Tiana and Hakeem was, doing Ibiza in the studio, and it was simpler, happier times, and everybody was there. Andre was there. I think even what's his face, Jamal was there. And Cookie come over there. They didn't even realize that 2 years had passed, and they've been married for 2 years. They missed their 2 year anniversary. It's hot as hell up in the house. They need $50,000 to fix the AC unit. Cookie said, "Bitch, fuck that. Miss Juanita, she's over it. She said, bitch, where's my pay? Okay, you said 2 weeks ago you was gonna give me my pay. Where the fuck is my pay? All right. She was like, girl, I give it to you on Friday. Okay, for real, for real. You got people coming in, taking out Cookie's coats and stuff that she want to be sold so they can get some money. They got to cut back extremely so that they can stay afloat. Also the paintings and stuff. And I was just sitting there like, she getting upset at Lucius like, bitch, what the fuck you been doing? You ain't been doing. I've been out here trying to stay afloat. You left me hanging at this network meeting. They wanted him to be the host of a game show and coming up with these so typical, stereotypical, I would say urban/black colloquialisms that you want him to say. Oh, what up, dog? It's the dog pound. And oh, you stupid and all this shit. And Cookie said, nah, get the fuck up out of here. And the whole thing is like, I just, the downfall. And what I got from that scene is basically they got a plan that's gonna happen. And they saw Jamal's still out there in London. He got his own little record label going on. He got his little boyfriend Kai and all that stuff. And what I got from that scene is this. It don't matter how much money that you make up in these business, okay? If you don't invest that shit well and put it off to the side so you can make your money make money for you just in case shit don't keep on going the way that it's supposed to go. I'm sitting here like, so you mean to tell me y'all was spending out all this money to cover up this and cover up that, and you didn't have enough money for rainy day funds and stuff like that, to the point that you got 2 years after so-called retirement that you telling the world that you are selling off your stuff because you can't really do shit for yourself. You can't fix the AC unit or whatever. You got to downgrade like a motherfucker. That goes to show poor money management, and that goes to show when niggas ain't never had no money, they come in and they just spend it all frivolously on stupid shit. And that's exactly what we seen them doing. I said, that's a damn shame. 17 plus years that you've been up in Empire and you are degraded and downgraded to this. Granted, I know they spent a lot of money trying to, put a bid in for Empire and they lost and trying to do other stuff, but still you should have had some stuff, a backup fund or something. Okay. It's always a rainy day fund for something. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, we gonna get Eddie. We gonna get Eddie after the awards. He ain't gonna have his security guards after the nomination and shit like that. And Andre gonna come through with the stuff. Come to find out, Andre is in jail for spiking Anika drink and for her falling down and basically killing her. And he got 2 years, so he's about to get out. He had Eddie Barker's old money manager dude who ran the Ponzi scheme with him, had him transferred from the federal prison to the state prison where he was at. And basically he got all the information that he needed to get Eddie. And when they was at the award show, Eddie got presented with they had to sit next to each other because Eddie, Cookie, and Lucius did the Song of Bees and it was, nominated. And basically they told him, look, bitch, so we got all the information about how you got a little Panama account where you be siphoning out money, betraying Empire, stealing from Empire, and we got the receipts. And if you don't say that you stepping down once we win this award, oh, it's gonna be something. So, you got Nicole Ari Parker getting fucked in the goddamn office. I thought she was, I know I wasn't the only one who was sitting there thinking like, is she telling him to move up a painting or something? Positioning on the wall. And she was like, no, stop. Okay, go up, up, to the side. No, right there. I said, and she was doing all the hand motions too. So I was like, what type of fucking is this going on? And her thing is, she don't give a fuck if Eddie finds out because she know Eddie over here fucking other bitches too. His assistants as well. So it is what it is. Once he fuck up, she gonna come right in and she gonna take Empire from him, okay? She even told Cookie, I wouldn't have did it the way that Eddie did it. She was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. They was going back and forth. She was like, bitch, is that Balmain? No, bitch, you woke that H&M, okay? Okay, you can't return it with the sweat stains in it. I said, don't... H&M. Y'all, Versace about to be up in every H&M, okay? Y'all heard about that. Michael Kors took over Versace. But bitch, anyway, moving on from that, when Eddie and them saw Cookie and Lucius on the red carpet, the security doubled up. We see, first of all, Becky said, bitch, fuck y'all. I'm staying and I'm keeping my job and I'm getting the respect that I'm supposed to get because she didn't leave with them. She kept her job and it's like she liking old girl, Eddie's ex-wife and all that stuff, and it looked like she flourishing over there in Empire. It was almost like Cookie and Lucius who? Okay? I said, well, damn. No loyalty nowhere. Fuck this shit. And so they on the red carpet to come on the freaking security guards coming through, and even when they was finna sit down by the nominees sitting with each other, Eddie wanted the security guard. I said, you did all this shit only to be shook by Lucius because you scared as fuck. And then when Cookie doused old girl with that liquor and stuff, that was funny. I ain't gonna lie. And so basically, you know, back after Lucius and them told them about what they got on Eddie, Eddie back up in the office, and next thing you know, before that, we saw Hakeem and Tiana on the stage performing, and Tiana was telling him, you can perform to a backing track. Don't nobody know that, okay? And he was like, if my fans find out, it'll be fucked up. And sure enough, he tried to get up there and he tried to do what he needed to do, and he just couldn't come through because he started coughing in the middle of the fucking verse and the backing track is going on, and everybody in the audience like, ain't this about a bitch? Blake had to come through and save the day, so his little ego and pride is hurt. Eddie go back to the office trying to destroy evidence, telling his wife that, bitch, I didn't got caught, we lost it all. They get into a fight. She pushed his ass because he was trying to fuck her, and she was like, nah, bitch, what you trying to do? Get the fuck up off of me. And she pushed him off her, and he fell and hit his head at the corner of this table. Oh, my drawers came. And but anyway, but he came and just hit him in the head, and he hit the corner of that table, and she was like, oh my god, oh my god. She went to go get a paper towel or some shit, and then he said, help me, help me. And then she remembered that she was gonna take the fuck over, so she was like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't do that, and let that motherfucker bleed out. I said, that's what he deserved, though. Okay, you can't. You come in, Grammy, you go, Grammy. That was karma. So Lucius is pissed off that Eddie dead. You know, of course they gonna think that he kind of just killed over himself, not that he was murdered. But he hollering at Cookie, okay, because now I guess this put a monkey wrench in the plans to get Empire back, because you know the Patel dude still own Empire, and then you still got Eddie's wife, Nicole Ari Parker, still the head, because eventually what we see is Lucius losing his shit on Cookie, taking it out on her. You ain't never been there, you wasn't there, you wasn't doing all this. And I was like, bruh, you better calm the fuck down, because if it wasn't for you, she wouldn't have been in jail. And you know, she did help out, regardless of if she wasn't there for when the company went to multi-billion-dollar status or whatever the fuck. She was there, so it is what it is. And then Jamal comes in the midst of them hollering, and basically was like, why y'all going at it each other and y'all mad about this whole thing? Jamal don't have no problem being on Empire at this moment, because he's still out there in London doing his own thing. He's still trapped up in the contract, so he don't care about that. But he was like, y'all always building something out of the ashes. Why don't you just go ahead and find you somebody else that you need to do and make your own shit? And so this gives Cookie the idea, because when she went to go visit Andre, it was this girl in the parking lot just singing and rapping. And so she was taken aback by her, and she wanted Andre to figure out who she was. She thinking that the girl was up there to see somebody that was in prison, but come to find out, she walked past and she was actually a social worker. And they get her involved, and they want to do something with her. She comes over there to the house, and next thing you know, she got a manager with her, and they like, bitch, who the fuck is he? He's so disrespectful. He talking down to her, these ghetto kids and all this stuff. Don't talk back, do it the way that I say. Lucius went back there and took care of that nigga, and I was so glad. I said, fuck him up, okay. What else happened? That scene with Jamal and his boyfriend coming into the house, and then Hakeem trying to put the gun to him, and old boy was ready to call the cops. I said, boy, okay, you ain't gonna last in the States if you gonna call the cops like that. But whatever, they talking and all this shit, and how stuff been going and all that, and trying to get Hakeem back on track, because Hakeem and Tiana got into it, because after that show he was just going out, drinking. This is my thing. You got fucked up. You got hurt, and you're going to continue to injure your body by putting stuff in there that you don't need to be in there. And you just going off on the deep end. You drinking and doing all this stuff, and, feeling bad for yourself instead of picking yourself up. I just don't get it, but okay. The last thing that we seen that, they finally getting the stuff together. They start saying like, Girl, get your words together. They starting their own label. And Treasure, the girl, the social work girl, is gonna be their, new artist and everything. So they're gonna do what they gotta do. That's fine. And then the episode ends with Lucius, still over that casket. We don't know who the casket is. Now, at first I thought it was Eddie because Eddie got killed and he said I'm sorry at the end. So I was like, who is it? And we just don't know. I guess that's gonna be the running cliffhanger for the rest of the season until we find out who that is. I thought it was Eddie. Come to find out, Eddie is cremated. Patel put Eddie's wife at the head, the interim president, head of Empire. And when they pulled that car over and she poured his ashes into that goddamn sewer, I said, you know what, girl? That's how you know you really want shit. But that was Empire, y'all. It is what it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.